Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your savvy investor Dex, back with another video. Actually shooting this one like right outside in the hallway of my apartment complex, so the acoustics is gonna be a bit acousticy, if that's a word. I'm an investor, not a writer. Anyway, so this video right here, as you can see, the title is what to do with your cash when you make it, right? Cause my motto over here, cash is trash. You know, I know we come from I'll say a community that we rather see our money fold versus have it working for us. And that's not to say it's done on purpose. It's kind of like when you don't know, you don't know. But when you know better, you what? Do better. So, let me get straight into it. Real quick, y'all go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm giving out all types of free game over here. Primarily real estate, but we do dabble in a couple of other things. And that's what this video about, so that's a good segue. Let's go. Cash, right? So let's just say you still got your stimulus money left over. You got, what'd you say, you got $1,400. Okay, Dex, what could I do for $1,400? Like, I can't start a business with $1,400. Like, what could I do? Well, actually, you could start a business with $1,400. But versus thinking about what you're gonna do with the money, think about what the money gonna do for you, right? Think about what that $1,400 could do for you, and think about it in terms of how do I create a passive income with this $1,400 or less. You know, freshly squeezed juice. I'm gonna put the recipe in the description. You gotta try it. Anyway, so what could you do? You got $1,400 laying around. You don't know what to do. You're probably gonna go to the mall and blow it, or go on Amazon and let Jeff Bezos get some of it, and I don't know. You're just gonna do something that's not gonna really be tangible in your life down the line, right? So first thing first, I would say look into buying a couple of vending machines. I think I've said this in the past. First thing first. And when I say vending machines, I know, like, I would say 90% of y'all minds go straight to snacks or soda machines. Gumball machines, those machines that have the toys in them. I mean, you got all kinds of vending machines out there. The ones that put out like the M&Ms, you know, like those. You just got all kinds, and you like, man, but those don't make no money. Okay, so now we get into a conversation of understanding what making money is. And I'm gonna sum it up like this. I would rather make $300 a month for as long as I so desire versus $100,000 check. That's how making money works. It's what I like to call a drip, kind of like a drip from a faucet. It just drips every month. That drip comes in. It's kind of like the wonderful thing about owning rental property. A drip. It's a drip that comes in. It's a whole nother deal with owning rental property, and it's a better way that could be done. And that's a video that's coming real soon, so y'all look out for that one. That's not somewhere I would say put your cash. It's in a rental property. I wouldn't say that. Now, obviously, you're gonna have more than $1,400, but since that did come up, I wouldn't put my money into a rental property, me personally, unless you're ready for mentally prepared for that landlord life. Toilets, termites, tissue. I mean, you know, not tissue, but toilets, termites, wallpaper, all that good stuff. You know, if you're ready for that life, to take on all that responsibility for 5 different properties that you're responsible for. You know, people got to keep up and maintain, and you know, more power to you. But there is a better way that can be done. That's on for another video. Number 2, outside of the vending machines. Well, let me back up and give y'all a little insight on the vending machines, right? It's the same thing with every vending machine, for the most part. Location, maintenance, and inventory. Locations, maintenance, inventory. And probably in that order. Location, maintenance, inventory. Right? Those are probably three of the most important things. Location, where you're gonna put it. You know, your inventory is you being able to keep up with it. You knowing what your clientele want. And maintenance, you gotta have somebody to fix it to be able to fix them yourself, right? And that's what all of them, from ice vending machines down to freaking gumball machines, which I'm definitely gonna invest in actually. But yeah, look into all of those, man. Look into all of those. I'm telling you, like it's a slew of opportunity in that field. And remember, location, maintenance. What was the last one? Location, maintenance, and freaking inventory. Right? Boom. Number 2. Next thing you could do with your $1,400 laying around. You could take all of that $1,400 and invest in an ETF dividend stock that you can Google. And real quick, a dividend is a stock that you buy. So let's say I have a stock, right? I'm trying to make this like real digestible. Let's say I have a stock. I have a company rather, and my company goes public. I use my company for example, Carter Investment Properties. Let's say that goes public, right? And I start the shares at $1, right? And for every share that somebody buys, I pay them 25 cents every quarter of the year, right? So, for those of you that understand quarters of the year, you know, January, February, March, end of the quarter, April, May, June, end of the quarter, July, August, September, you know, October, November, December. 4 quarters in the year, right? So, at the end of each one of those quarters, I give them I give them 25 cents for each share that they own. So if you own 1 share, you're going to get 25 cents to the end of the first quarter, 25 cents at the end of the second quarter, 25 cents at the end of the third, 25 cents at the end of the fourth. You just made $1 that year. Now that is a wonderful scenario that is not going to happen. It doesn't really work like that. To be able to get it for $1 and make your whole dollar back that year like that. They don't really pay off that well, but I'm just giving you an idea how it works, right? So now let's say you buy 10 of my shares. So now you have 10 of my shares that each one is giving you $1 a year. Passively. You don't have to think about it. It's just going there. So now you're asking, now you're like, damn, like, okay, so like $1 not gonna change my life. Well, again, we're talking about making passive money. Passive money is not necessarily there to change your life. It's there to change your net worth. That's gonna change your net worth, and it's gonna eventually change your life because those dividends, you're gonna reinvest them. So when you make that 25 cents versus you pulling out your money, right? You're gonna reinvest that 25 cents. So at the end of that quarter, when you make 25-cent dividend, you reinvest it. So as you reinvest, you buy more stock. As you buy more stock, your dividend grows. That's the concept of dividend investing. And I said the ETF because the ETF is I forget what it stands for, but the ETF is basically somewhere where people have came up with a group of stocks already, and they put them in a box, and you can pick which box you want. Each box is a different ETF, right? And an ETF dividend stock, ETF dividends stock, right? I had it right. Is what pays. Dividend is what you get paid, whether it be every quarter, every 2 quarters, once a year. You can pay the dividend, you know. So look into dividend stocks. That's definitely somewhere you can put your cash, you know, and let it reinvest itself and let it work for you. You don't have to be a genius to do this. I promise you. It's 2021 and information is out there, and we playing a whole different game. We playing a whole different game when it comes to money, right? So those are the top two things I would say that have a fairly decent, I would say not decent, but a fairly open level of entry to it. You know, both of those you can kind of get into. Now, vending machines, finding the location that maybe you don't have negotiation skills to maybe, you know, go and negotiate with an owner of a gas station, or maybe the owner of I don't know, or not necessarily an owner, but maybe you have to talk to the somebody that's over maintenance. We're just using them for example in the building. Actually, a contract I got when I had vending machines in Jackson, Mississippi, I had to speak with the head of the maintenance department because they were in charge of cleaning up, obviously, and maintaining the premises. So they wanted an understanding as to the trash that the vending machines was going to generate. How was that going to be taken care of? So I worked that out, and we ended up getting the contract, and I had that one for a while. So yeah, you go through those minute things when it comes to the vending machines. But that's still a great place to put your cash, man. I'm gonna tell you something else pretty good to put your cash. I'm not gonna say pretty good. It's probably the most important place to put your cash. Listen, man, it's 2021, and like I said, there's a lot of education out here on the internet. You should invest in, I'm not going to say a mentor at first, you should invest in courses. There are tons of courses out here. Now, it's up to you to do your D&D, your due diligence on what's the quality of the course, right? It's a couple I recommend off top. I would say my guy, for the stocks, I would say Wall Street Trapper. He's a guy out of New Orleans, born and raised. He come from a different walk of life. You know, if you get the term Wall Street Trapper, you know, in our neighborhoods, we know what trapping is, you know, but we ain't trapping like that no more. Now we trapping on Wall Street. You know, that's where the dividends at too, you dig? So y'all go check him out. Just YouTube him, bro. YouTube him or Googling Wall Street Trapper. You know, he got a lot of free game he put out here about stocks. That's another one I follow. So y'all should definitely invest in education. Invest in your education, bro. Learn some shit. I've bought like 2 courses. I have a mentor, and I read myself. You know, I'm very studious. I try to stay up on different things. And if it's something I can, you know, I got an extra $5,000, $6,000 laying around over here. I'm gonna put that into something that's gonna be passive, or I'm gonna put it into my education, because there's 2 things you can't take from me. You can't take my passive income, and you can't take my education. You for sure can't take my education. That's up there. That's in stone. You know, that's stuck. You can't. You know, it's hard to unlearn things. But yeah, those like the top 2 things I could think of right now. You know, or top 3. You know, vending machines, dividend stocks, and your own education. You know, you can't go wrong putting, you know, messing with, you know, combining those 3, or maybe you don't put your money into all of it. You know, I'll tell you, I definitely have my money in all of it. You know, I'm in the process. I got some money aside for vending machines. I'm actually buying ice vending machines. I'm pretty sure I may have mentioned that in one of my previous videos. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But I'm definitely buying ice vending machines. But that's about it. I ain't got nothing else to scream at y'all about right now. You know, I got a couple of more videos I'm gonna make, so y'all be on the lookout. I'm gonna be out here dropping all kind of free game. Y'all know what it is. It's the Savvy Investor Dex. I appreciate y'all for checking it out. Once again, y'all like, y'all subscribe, y'all share this with y'all people, and let's be savvy and let's get paid. I'm out.